Asterisk, the rain fell like needles from the sky, cold, heavy, and unrelenting. People rushed past without looking twice. No one noticed the lone woman stranded by the side of the winding road, her car lifeless, her phone dead, and no help in sight. She had no signal, no charger, no one to call, asterisk, and just when she felt completely abandoned by the world, a car pulled over, asterisk, a stranger stepped out, a man with kind eyes, weathered hands, and no clue who she really was. He had nothing to gain from helping her, and yet he did. What he didn't know that day was that his simple act of kindness would change both of their lives forever. Asterisk, so stay with us till the end, because this story will make you believe in humanity again, asterisk, and if you love heartwarming true stories like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Everyday gray stories, where kindness always finds a voice. Story begins, asterisk, it was a gray, bone-chilling Thursday evening when Joseph Carter, a 42-year-old mechanic from a small Illinois town, locked up his auto shop for the day. His hands were still blackened with engine grease, his lower back ached from leaning under cars all day, and the air was thick with the smell of metal and rain. Asterisk, Joseph didn't have much waiting for him at home. No wife, no kids, just a small, worn-out house, a loyal old dog named Benny, and memories that echoed in the silence of every room. Asterisk, he took his usual route home, a shortcut through the woods, quiet and familiar. But that evening just passed. The bend near mile marker 9, he saw something unusual. A car had pulled over to the shoulder, its hazard lights blinking faintly through the misty downpour. Asterisk, Joseph slowed. The rain blurred everything, but he could just make out a shape inside a woman, hunched over the steering wheel, unmoving. Asterisk, most people would have kept driving. Too cold, too dark, too dangerous, but Joseph wasn't like most people. He pulled over, turned on his old flashlight, and carefully approached the car. Inside sat a woman in her late 30s, soaked in tears and rain, eyes puffy, body tense with fear. Asterisk, she startled when she saw him and hesitated before lowering the window just a crack. Asterisk, I'm sorry, she stammered. I didn't mean to be in the way. Asterisk, you're not in the way, Joseph said gently, his voice calm and kind. Just wanted to see if you needed help. Asterisk, she hesitated. The car just died. Battery's gone. My phone too. I didn't know what to do. Asterisk, Joseph nodded. Pop the hood, I'll take a look. Asterisk, no questions, no assumptions. Just action. Asterisk, he worked in the rain, sleeves soaked, hair dripping, tools clinking under the hood. He didn't ask who she was or why she was out here. He didn't need to. Asterisk, after nearly 20 minutes, the engine sputtered and came back to life. The woman stared at him in disbelief, like she was witnessing more than just a mechanical repair. Like something inside her had just been reawakened. Asterisk, you should get the battery changed soon, Joseph said, stepping back and wiping his hands. Asterisk, she opened her wallet quickly. Please, let me pay you, at least for your time. Asterisk, Joseph was already heading back to his truck. He paused and smiled. Asterisk, nah, just promise me one thing. Asterisk, what's that? Asterisk, help someone else when they need it. That's all. Asterisk, and with that he drove off, his truck disappearing into the rain and the trees. The mystery. The woman sat there in silence, engine humming softly. Her hands were still shaking, asterisk, because no one had ever helped her like that. Not without a camera, not without an agenda. Not without knowing who she was, because she wasn't just anyone. Her name was Claire Whitmore, best-selling author, speaker, and national philanthropist. Her books were on shelves in every bookstore. Her foundation had raised millions. Her face had been on magazine covers and interviews, asterisk, but that day she'd left it all behind, asterisk. That morning, Claire had received the call she feared the most. Her younger sister, who had been sober for nearly 3 years, had relapsed. The news shattered her. Asterisk, Claire had jumped into her old beat-up sedan, desperate to escape. No security, no driver. No press, just her, the road, and a heart full of pain. Asterisk, she had driven aimlessly for hours, searching not for a place but for peace. And when her car finally gave out in the middle of nowhere, when the world felt like it was collapsing around her, Joseph had shown up, asterisk, a man who didn't know her fame, her name, or her fortune. A man who didn't care who she was, only that. She was stranded. The return. 3 days later, Claire was back in the city, but she hadn't forgotten. She couldn't forget, asterisk, she asked around, searched online, called a few local garages. It took time, but eventually she found him, Joseph Carter, working out of his small, dusty shop on the corner of Main and Vine, asterisk, she drove there alone and walked in quietly. Joseph was fixing a transmission when he looked up and nearly dropped. His wrench. Asterisk, I didn't know you were, asterisk, Claire smiled. That's the point, you helped me anyway. Asterisk, she didn't say much. She just handed him a business card and asked him to come to a meeting at her foundation that weekend, asterisk, when Joseph arrived. He was speechless. Asterisk, Claire had arranged a full sponsorship for his garage, brand new tools, equipment, a modern workspace, and funding to hire and train underprivileged youth who wanted to learn mechanics. It wasn't charity, it was legacy, asterisk, Claire placed a hand on his shoulder. You didn't just fix my car? You reminded me that kindness still exists, asterisk, Joseph looked away, overwhelmed. I just helped someone in the rain. Asterisk, you helped me when I needed it most, she replied. And now I want others to feel that too. Closing, final message, asterisk, the world teaches us to move fast, keep to ourselves, and not get involved. But sometimes it only takes one moment to change someone's entire life. Asterisk, Joseph didn't know who she was. He just saw a person in need. Asterisk, Claire didn't need a hero that day. She needed a human being. And that made all the difference, asterisk. So next time you see someone in need, remember your one act of kindness might just become the chapter in someone else's healing, asterisk, because sometimes the smallest acts become the biggest blessings. If this story touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe to our channel, Everyday Grace Stories, where kindness never goes unnoticed. Asterisk, we believe stories like this deserve to be told and shared.